welcome to It's Miracle Beauty. My name is Brandy, and this channel is about utilizing what you have versus buying new. Last year, I had a goal of buying a few new things, and as far as makeup, I didn't do horrible, but in skincare, perfume, way too much. So this year I'm working on doing a strict no buy or having rules on when I can buy, such as saving the funds in advance and not just blowing all of my spending money on it, but having, $10 here, $10 here to make sure I want it. When you have to save for a product, typically you want it pretty bad versus instant gratification, buy. So my no buy is gonna be relatively strict. This is the introduction to my 2024 pan challenges. So if you were with me in 2023, I use the same intro in all of my pan challenges. I have autoimmune, big ass family, a lot going on, and a very stressful job. So I had to utilize less time for me to reuse this intro. So all three of the 2024 intros will have this introduction in it. If you haven't been to my pan challenges before, not every product is a goal to use to completion, although there are definitely some in there for that. A lot of them are just trying to get my money's worth before the product expires and move as much through this collection as I can. Lastly, pan challenges are very personal. Just because I don't use them to completion doesn't mean I'm not project panning, and likewise, if you use them in a different way doesn't mean you are not. It's very personal, and everybody can create their pan challenge the way that they prefer. So this year I will have three. Again, they're slightly different than last year, but the one that is consistent is last year was 23 and 23. I do have a 24 and 24. I also have a 12x7-4, and then I have a dead to be project pan, which is disliked or soon to expire products. Now, every product in that 12x7-4 is not going to be utilized to completion. It's not going to be emptied. Some of them definitely have the opportunity, but there's quite a few that will not, and I want to use as much as I can by 7-4. I'm okay if there's something left. If I can use it all, that's great. But if I can't, I'm not going to be mad at it. So I hope that you all stick around, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications if you like project pans, empties with mini reviews, and other low buy, no buy content. And let's get started on my 2024 project pan introductions. Hi, and thanks again for your patience with that duplicated intro. This is the third project and final project pan for 2024. This is the dead to me pan. This means that they are disliked or soon to expire. So I'm trying to get as much utilization out of them as I can before I declutter them or throw them away. So the first one was actually in my pan last year, and I did use it a bit. It's definitely not my favorite formula or my favorite palette, but this is the Rosy Glam palette by Makeup by Mario. I got 3 of these palettes for $25 at Black Friday of last year, 2020. To Black Friday. So I'm just trying to use this, but the silver is a beautiful color, but it tends to distort shadows. But my favorite in here is just this boring brown. It just is a really good smooth satin shadow that works really well. And one that I don't think I've had in my declutters in the past, I don't think. This is Interstellar by ColourPop. This is a very old one. This is just a normal rosy blush. There's definitely some use in it, but not a ton, so it has a lot of room for, I just realized I'm not putting them away. I keep my pan challenges in a drawer over here, and I normally put them away as I go through them, and I wasn't putting them away. Next is LYS Concealer. This was bought on Black Friday last year. Trying to get as much use out of it as I can. This is one that I go to use all the time and then end up grabbing something else. Like in my head when I go to do my makeup, like this one here is driving me crazy. When I go to pull my makeup out for my makeup basket that day, I will grab this and then end up using something else. So I really want to try to see what my opinion is. Do I like it, hate it, what I want to do, and then get rid of it if I'm not going to utilize it. So that is definitely going in the challenge. Next is one that is technically expired but still performing fantastically. And I don't know if it says, I don't think it says on here when it expires, but this is a Makeup Forever Cream face palette. I typically only utilize the blush and the contour in this when I use it. So I want to see if I can just get as much use out of that as I can before it expires. Next is 2 from my last challenge. So one is my powder bronzer from Fenty, and it is Into Sun. I just now am getting the Fenty Beauty logo rubbing off. And then my palette for my compact for my Fenty Beauty highlighter is actually broken. It like literally came apart, but this one has some huge dips in it, and definitely would like to see what I can do with that. This one on my left, your right, actually looks like it's pretty close to hitting pan. I don't think I realized I had used that much out of that this year. And then we also have the from last year. A lot of these, actually I think everything remaining, no, not everything, but a lot of these are from last year. 2023's pan. This is the Good Apple. I used a predominant amount of this foundation in the 2023 challenge. I'm going to try to finish that this year. And then we have the Oma bronzer stick. Again, Oma's been bought. It's no longer owned by Sharon C. and is no longer a Black-owned business, so I will not be supporting it anymore. However, it is almost gone, so I do want to finish this. Next is the Fenty bronzer and Fenty contour. I have Amber and But a Biscuit. These were both bought in the new year of 2023, and I just kept having quality issues that I never had when I used these before. These are brand new ones, and they just kept having, sorry, that might help. They just kept having problems, so I'm gonna see what I can get used out of these, and if I can't make them work, I am going to declutter them. Last two products were in my challenge last year. One is the Fenty Tinted Moisturizer. I fell in love with this product last year. It is one of my favorite tinted moisturizers now. I use it a lot when I don't feel like doing my makeup because it just always looks good no matter what I do. So definitely going to be keeping the pan on that. And then my only concealer that I continued this year, I think, it has to be, it's the only true concealer, not color corrector, is the Good Apple. This is technically expired at this point, but it's still working good. And I actually have a replacement coming because they had it on sale at Sephora for $15 plus 20% off of that. So I did pick another one up because it's one of my favorite concealers. But I want to keep panning this first and see how far I can get into this before either I get tired of it and want to move to the new one because the formula is not working the same, or if it starts to age, etc. So that is it. So those are the 12 products that are dead to me that I'm hoping to pan or like to completion or declutter, whichever I decide throughout the year. If a product gets decluttered, another will roll in its place, because all of my challenges, with the exception of the July one, are rolling project pans. So if you made this far, I hope you like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I hope you are having a great year. Happy New Year, and I look forward to seeing you more. Talk to you soon, guys.